everyone, this is the Prussian Prince with more Fall the Samurai action. This is the Chaos Riders #1 tournament, Ro4, aka semi-final between myself, part of the Agony clan, and Oleg Vadimovich, and he's in no clan as far as I'm aware. It is a best of 7 and first game is on Kawabe River. Oh, by the way, I'm just gonna say this right now. Game 3, basically, I don't have the replay to that. I forgot to save it, unfortunately. Damn, I really wish Shogun 2 had a saving, like a replay, automatic replay saving system that just made save replay file names based on the date the game was played on. Sort of like, or I guess like StarCraft 2, where it just saved the replays based on their map, and in case there was like a duplicate, it would just like add an extra number on top of it. So for instance, if you had like a game on, I don't know, Akilon Wastes, it would be Akilon Wastes 2 or whatever. That's how the replay would be saved. Would be nice if Shogun 2 had that, but alas, it doesn't. And unfortunately, the next old war games did not improve on that either. They're all just called autosaves and like no new replay features either, so that's kind of sad as well, you could say. But oh well. Well, that's not true. I mean, you could, I suppose, draw in future Total War titles, so that's the nice change. Anyway, let's go for I mean, let's check out what's happening on this map. We've got Workshop, Sword Dojo, Shrine on one flank, and then, yeah, again, the Workshop in the center again, which is not the best. You want to go for the Shrine. Anyway, as we are in slow motion, I'm going to go for the builds. So what do we have here? I have 2 Yariki rank 2 on my right, 2 Yariki rank 2 on my left. I'm trying to push for the Shrine. I do have my typical command gun general that I usually bring to the battlefield. I do have, yeah, 2 red bears on the left with a black tortoise. It's kind of close to my Royal Marines, which is how I want to keep things, because it provides a morale aura to the units next to it. That's why I have 2 black tortoises next to my Marines, because they need the extra morale. Now I do have 2 white bears over here as well, and 2 more red bears on the right, so I'm definitely getting the Sword Dojo, because he does not have any units there. The Workshop is kind of an iffy one, because he has a 150 range Shogun Guard Infantry, and I'm getting the Shrine. Anyway, that's my build. For Oleg, he does have, looks like, Command Gun General. Actually, no. He's a gun gen, because he has 155 range on his General. So that's something that you should definitely keep in mind. It's quite important. Next we have, looks like an Armstrong gun unit over here. Definitely quite potent artillery unit, if used properly. We do see, in terms of cap, he does have a revolver cap, which I believe I do have somewhere as well. Or actually, I don't. No, I do have a revolver cap. I was like, what? I don't have a revolver cap? I forgot I didn't go over it. So yeah, 1 revolver cap, looks like 2 saber cap on the field. I don't know if he has more cap. But for the rest of his forces, we do see, again, the Shogun Guard Infantry 150 range. Quite curious that it's not a Marine unit. Oh, well, actually, he does have a US Marines over here as well. But I guess he didn't bring the Royal Marines, which he should have over the Shogun Guard Infantry. But whatever, I guess. So yeah, the Shogun Guard Infantry looks like a white bear here, and then red bear infantry here, an Azure Dragon Force. Interesting. 2 more red bears over here, and that seems to be it. So let's just fast forward things a little bit. This is a bit risky by me here, because his Shogun Guard Infantry gets a massive volley onto my white bears. This is a really bad engagement. I don't even know what the hell am I doing here. Why am I taking this engagement? This is horrible. Why am I pushing through here? Because he has like units in position. If he just like turned them around properly, he'd be able to do things. But this is yeah, they're facing the wrong way, these guys. Well, actually, they're not, because they have a line in there. But here, I'm making like a huge blunder here, because I'm charging in and I lost so many Yarikis there. This is not the most cost-effective trade you could take. However, I'm moving around here with the Yarikis to go into the back, but yeah, so far this has started off pretty poorly for me. However, this Yariki here could potentially change things around here, because I have managed to get into close range with the Shogun Guard Infantry, but yeah, like, I'm not really attacking him properly right now. But again, I didn't even take the Sword Dojo and I just charged in. Like, this is so bad. I'm really not playing this properly. But again, I have 2 against 1 here. This engagement is definitely mine. And I got a really sick shot off onto his revolver cap. I am pushing forward. I'm trying to get into range of his Shogunate Guard infantry. He is protecting his rear here, and I get a nice rear charge into his saber cab with my own Yariki. He did not notice it, and this Yariki is going to get a rear charge off into this Red Bear as well. I'm still pushing up for his Marine unit, which he actually stopped. And there's this general here, but I'm going to get straight into the Shogunate Guard infantry. I make a huge blunder with this Black Taurus force, but my Royal Marines here and the revolver cap. I'm heavily winning this side. Yeah, this is a huge victory for me on this side, so actually it may not matter what's going on here. I haven't actually used my general, which is a huge mistake as well. I should be pushing him up. But I've got my Yarikis in here. I'm doing severe damage to his Red Bears. The revolver is still alive though, but I should be, well, pushing up my own revolver to take out his would be a bit rough. But right now, his Shogunate Guard infantry is not in the best situation, but he's moving up Saber Cav, which could be a blunder. Okay. If my unit does fire, I'm going to be in a good position here, and looks like it is, so that Saber Cab is not going to be cost efficient. Revolvers against revolvers, looks like his revolver won. But at this point, I'm still in a good position. I'm still not sending these 2 units out. I really should be sending my general now. Could be making a huge difference right now. However, I did get my Yariki into his general, which is huge. It could actually kill his general, but if he actually fires into it, it's down to 10 men, 9 men, which is huge. And now I've got an engagement going on here. My own Red Bear should be able to beat this Red Bear, especially with some support from this one. There we go. So now his Saber Cap is off the field. I don't know what I'm actually doing with this Royal Marine. That's a blunder by me as well. I don't know what I'm doing there. But yeah, like at this point, I've got these line units moving around. It does have a Red Bear that just came back though. And yeah, my own Royal Marine here is going to deal quite the damage, but again, it's a terrible position. I pushed it up too far and it's in the water, so there's no point in retreating with it now because it's just gonna lose more men. So that's like a blunder by me. And as you can see, he's kind of turning it around because of what I did with this Royal Marine here, and he's doing a great job targeting down my Royal Marine. But that being said, I am also losing on this side though. This is not ideal, but I am hopefully gonna get his Armstrong guns, and I have actually for once pushed up my general. And again, the fact that I actually took the workshop, and I do have the shrine. Like, if I didn't have the shrine, I'd be in such a terrible position. And now I realize this is a bad engagement, so I'm going to pull back from here. But I'm taking this engagement. I did lose my Royal Marines. They were like 100 men when they came in here, and then they just died for no good reason. But I am winning this engagement here quite nicely. He is, however, getting a Red Bear in here, which is going to be problematic for me. I'm losing some of my general unit because of stray shots. His Armstrong guns are nicely positioned because they actually take some bullets, so like I cannot really kill this unit as efficiently as I normally could have because it has like the Armstrong guns defending it. And now my Black Taurus force did get shot at. I'm still pulling back here, but I think at some point I'm gonna start pushing again because I do realize that I have superiority here. 3 units against 2 and they're in a better situation. Now this is a bit risky what I'm doing here with my general. But I guess I am trying to chain route this army here, which I did. I almost lost my general for it, but looks like it did pay for itself because I managed to route those units. Although, did it though? Because I nearly lose my general here. So that was very risky. It was unnecessary because I wasn't going to win that engagement anyway. Now, there are some line units that are coming back for him, but again, I have the shrine, which is definitely going in my favor. I've got units shooting him, and this Armstrong gun is like really annoying me, so I'm gonna give it some point blank shots here. But as you can see, it's finally gonna start routing. Damn Armstrong gun. So here he's got a good position on me, but I have like way more men. It says that he's winning decisively, but like I don't think that's the case. Yeah, combat even. Like this is pretty wrong because my unit is winning now. Yeah. I don't know what that was about, but that wasn't right. Anyway, his Red Bear here is about to die, and my general has done his duty. He's only killed 4, but he's actually routed multiple units, so he did actually do a fine job. But I did make quite some mistakes here, especially with my Marine unit. That was like a huge blunder. In the beginning, that charge was way too trigger happy on my side because I lost a lot of Yariki. It did work out though, somehow. Because like one Yariki was completely wasted and the other one was almost wasted, but it actually disrupted him so heavily that I was able to do fine on that side, and I dealt a lot of damage to his Shogunate Guard infantry. But now if you look at the statistics here, Yari keys, and then for him, the Armstrongs did not pay for themselves because I engaged quite early. I think that's why I was trigger happy, because I didn't want his Armstrong guns to kill all my units before the engagement started. And you can see I deployed more than he did. I still didn't lose as much as he did, and I killed more, but yeah, this was still quite a close game, honestly. Even though I made some blunders that I shouldn't have, but yeah, that's game 1, so we'll see how game 2 goes. And here we are with game 2 on rice fields. Oh yeah. Back to the most standard map of all, rice fields. This is the grassy flatlands of Napoleon, basically. A little bit different, though. There's more vegetation here, definitely. There are even some forests, but for the most part, it's like grassy flatlands of Napoleon. So, there you go. I'm gonna put it on slow motion. In slow motion. On slow motion. I think it's in slow motion. Okay, we got farmhouse, archery dojo, and shrine. So definitely these two dojos, they will be heavily contested, so to speak, because they're so good. Next. Let's go to the builds. So I have Command Gun General as normal. I have 2 Yari keys here, both vanilla. 2 Yari keys here. Oh no, 2 Saber Cav here. Actually, both vanilla. And 2 Yari keys rank 2 here. One is rank 2 and one is vanilla, actually. Okay, interesting. So I am switching it up. I also have a Revolver Cav here. And then on the left, I have, looks like 2 Red Bears and 1 White Bear. On the right, I have just 2 Red Bears. And in the center, I've got a, looks like a contingent of 3 Black Tortoise and 1 White Bear infantry unit. So basically, you can already see what I'm trying to do with this. Since this map is so large, I'm thinking that I can actually flank him. It's so open, there's not many line of sight blockers. Now typically, 150s can do well here if you don't get flanked, but like this is also a viable approach to rice fields that I'm trying here, which is just bring a lot of cheap 125 range line infantry units to engage to just flank around the enemy and basically avoid engaging him frontally, because if you engage him frontally, you're not gonna win, because he has like marines and 150 range, so that they're gonna like kill your line units before they even get in range. Well, not kill them, but they're gonna make them definitely combat ineffective, and that's not gonna be a cost-efficient trade for you, so to speak, if you attack frontally into these units. But anyway, what does Oleg have? Well, he has gun gen, as would be expected. We do see infantry the marine here. VM on fire. Nice name. That VM is a Russian clan, by the way. Red Bear infantry over here as well. We do have a Shogunate Guard infantry 150 range, Royal Marine 150 range, a Shogunate Guard infantry 150 range. So basically 4 150 range units. And I guess my build, that's a huge waste. But then what else does he have? Well, we see a Red Bear infantry over here. Another Red Bear infantry over here, so 4 Red Bears and then 4 like 150 range units. So he has like basically 8 line units. No, and Azure as well. So he has 9 line units, which is the max. But then you see, because he brought that, he probably doesn't have much cav. Yes, he does have a revolver cav, but I don't think has much more than this 1 Yari key with 2 chevrons. Like, because he has like a very expensive build. However, he did take a really good, well, not really good engagements right now, but I mean, he killed 5 guys, which is good, I guess. But right now, you see, this is when problems will come for him. I mean, I'm pulling back here, and I'm pushing the flanks, so that's going to be good for me. I can get the farmhouse, which I did, and I do have the shrine as well, which I never should have had the shrine. Oh, I'm making a huge blunder here. I should be pulling back the White Bear. Or I guess I'm gonna start engaging. Oh, what is this Red Bear doing? See, this is what I don't like. Sometimes they form these blocky formations, and they're like absolutely horrible for engagements. Why are you doing a blocky formation, Red Bear? What is this? Look at this terrible unit. What is it doing? What is it doing? So now I'm actually flanking too much here on the right flank. What? You see, I hate. What is this? What is this? Come on, what is this? Like, this unit is gonna get slaughtered now because it's in such a blocky formation. I don't even understand, guys. I don't even understand. It's like I'm using emission. Look at it go down so fast. What am I doing there? Anyway, I mean, it's annoying how things can be like that. Sometimes when you move units, they'll turn into a blocky formation. That just basically lost me a unit so horribly. But here comes the engagement. My Yariki here is going to lose to his Yariki, but he just doesn't have enough here. So I'm going to get his Revolver Cav with a nice Saber Cav charge into them. I'm charging into the Shogunagar infantry with another Yariki. I do get his Azures with the Yariki. He just doesn't have enough cap. I should be pushing up here on this side though, but I'm not right now. I get into his Red Bears with a Yariki. I am basically chain routing this side because he just doesn't have enough cavalry to deal with me. Yes, right now the balance of power doesn't look good, but with my cav, I can do a whole lot of damage. I do get into this infantry de marine though, but it's not going to be nice for me. However, I am chain routing this side right now, and I'm going to be able to keep on pushing. I'm pushing on this side as well right now. I don't know why I didn't push earlier. And now I'm going to start engaging this Royal Marine. Probably going to go for a charge into it. Rear charge or into the Infantry Marine. Yeah, I'm getting into the Infantry Marine here. My micro is not completely on point as you see here. Like I'm making some mistakes. But I'm going to get a nice rear charge here with the Saber Cap into the Royal Marines. This is going to be beautiful. He's not facing the right way as well. So now I'm going to shoot into the rear of his Royal Marines. And I've got 3 units firing onto this Shogunagar infantry, which is really, really good for me. I'm getting the Revolver Cav right up here with the Infantry Marine, so that's going to be good. I'm pushing up my General as well. It was kind of a mistake, though, because now I might actually hit him with my own Revolver Cav. But yeah, now he has his Royal Marines turn around, though, and I think he might be targeting my General. But that's not good for me. If I lose the General, things could definitely spiral out of control, because, well, I mean, I did get the Shrine, so then again, it's not like the biggest of deals. And I still have my Revolver Cav alive, but he spent so much time trying to kill my Revolver Cav that now, like, his Marines are basically gone, and I've got more units coming around. I'm dealing with that Shogunagar infantry. Like, I've got superior firepower on this side. 3 against 1. I mean, I don't care what unit you are, you're gonna lose in a 3-on-1 scenario. So I've taken some damage with these guys, but as you can see, it was a very cost-efficient trade for me. On his side as well, 130 kills on those Marines, not really worth it. But yeah, that's how you take out like an army that has a lot of 150s, basically. You send what would be like, you have extra cav, so you can leverage that extra cav that you have in order to get some nice rear charges and disrupt his line units. Meanwhile, you get your infantry in there and just kill him, I suppose. Because he has, like, I mean, with those 4 150s, that's a huge investment. And yes, they may pay for themselves. If someone would engage frontally, that would work beautifully, the 4 150s. And yes, it does, or at least in theory, it should give you all the dojos, right? It really should. Well, at least like 2 with 4 150s, because I mean, you have such a range advantage over your opponent, right? So you definitely should be able to contest some dojos. But if you look at it, he couldn't, but he should have. Like, with his build, he definitely could have prevented me from getting the Shrine. And me getting the Shrine, that was very important because my units have really, really got awful morale. So the fact that he got the Shrine, really helped out a lot. And yeah, you see his stats, like Arcane Flames, RW on fire, some funny names. But yeah, not looking good. I mean, just think about it. I didn't play it properly. I didn't play my build properly still. There were so many things I could have improved on, and I still won that. Because I firmly believe that, in terms of builds, I had an advantage here. If I had 2 150s, maybe he would have... like, I wouldn't have had such an overpowering edge in terms of cavalry. Just look at it. I have 4... Okay, I have 4, 5, 6, 7 cav units, and he has how many? 2 cav units. Like, you're not winning that. I don't care in what world you are. Like, you're not winning that. Unless I make, like, some awful mistakes. I mean, I made some pretty bad mistakes this game, but... See, just, like, I had a really good build compared to his. His was, like, really risky, especially against, like, what I brought. And, of course, the risk didn't pay for him, so... Yeah, now I'm up 2-0. And game 3 is, well, again, I don't have game 3, but I can tell you that game 3 went in my favor. So it's 3-0 in the series so far. We'll see how game 4 goes. See you in game 4. So here we are with game 4 on Waterfalls. I am on match point in the series. We'll see if I can actually win with a 4-0. That would be very surprising considering I'm up against Oleg, who's a really strong player, and 4-0ing him is not gonna be an easy feat. Like, he really shouldn't get 4-0'd by anyone, I think. But anyway, let's go on ahead with the game and see what actually happens. So, as it's loading up, loading up, and loading up. Alright, here we are. It's time to put on slow motion and go over to the dojos first. As usual, we have Sword Dojo, Top, Shrine, and Farmhouse. Now, you can clearly see that I'm not going to contest the Farmhouse. I have no units there. But I am, however, going to heavily contest the Sword Dojo and the Shrine. Now, what is my build? Well, I have Command Gun General, as you would expect. I have 2 Yarikis here, both vanilla. 2 Yarikis... Oh, no. Yeah, 2 Yarikis vanilla in the forest, 2 Saber Cab vanilla in the forest, so I brought them again. A Revolver Cab, I mean, of course, who doesn't bring Revolver Cab, right? Revolver Cab is so good that you basically bring it every game. Or at least 99.9% of the games. It's pretty much worth bringing, so to speak. Anyway, what else do we have here? We have a Royal Marine, so I do have a single 150 range unit that I decided to bring in this game. Probably a second one would have been really good to completely ensure dominance on top here, but regardless, what else do I have? Well, Red Bear with an Azure on my right. In the center behind my Red Bear and Royal Marines, I have 2 Black Tortoise Force. Then on the left here, I have 1 Red Bear and another Red Bear, so I guess 2 Red Bears. So that's my build. Pretty much a safe, standard composition. Well, except the 2 Saber Cab. Normally you don't bring the Saber Cab and you bring like a second elite, second Marine unit or something instead, and like another line or whatever. Anyway, what does Oleg have? Well, he has his... He switched around his gen, so he's like full melee right now. Bushido. Now what else does he have? So, looks like a huge melee rush. He has a Yariki here on the left side. He's capturing the farmhouse because Bushido Generals... With Bushido Generals, cavalry actually can capture dojos without dismounting, so that's a pretty cool thing that they can do. Then we do see, looks like a Yarikachi here on the left flank in loose formation, which is good because then shots from line units don't actually hit them that well. I mean, they will still do plenty of damage, but they won't kill as many as they normally would. His Spear Levy here is trying to deny the Shrine, which is a good move. Then what else do we have? We have Alexandra the Shogitai here with, I guess it's an attack upgrade or charge bonus. Not sure. Anyway, we have another Spear Levy in that Yarikachi over there. Vanilla, what is this? Vanilla Shogitai, Yarikachi. So plenty of Yarikachis. His Spear Levy here, a bit of a mistake here actually because he took significant damage, and even on Spear Levy it's pretty important because you need this unit to be your meat shield. And if it doesn't have any meat shields and I shoot instantly into his Shogitai and Yarikachis and stuff, he's gonna be in a bad shape. Now, Cav-wise, we see some Saber Cav on the field. 2 here. There's another Saber Cav, and then he has like extra... Okay, so he has like 4 Saber Cav, I believe. Like 2 Yariki. Looks like, yeah, 1 Vanilla and 1 probably rank 2 with attack upgrades. So yeah, this is definitely interesting. But what I'm doing here basically is, since I know he has not a single unit that can fire, I don't even see a Revolver Cab. I guess he didn't even bring a Revolver Cab, which is interesting. So since I noticed that, I'm like, okay, I can push up my lines, I can harass him. So that's what I'm doing right this second. And yeah, I do notice that he's doing a really annoying thing, which is sending his cab behind me. That's no good. I'm gonna get a really nice shot off here into his Yarikis, killing quite a few of them. They're down to 48, and now I got first shots off with Royal Marines. Now I can pull back. I'm preparing my lines to fire. Maybe I should have had my Marines in the back though, because this is not ideal. However, I've got Revolver Cap here in case he actually charges me with the Yari keys. And he's gonna get a pretty nice charge into my Marines, but because I'm pulling them back, not as many of them are gonna die. So I do ensure that my Marines are gonna get out of there by charging in my own Saber Cav. I'm gonna lose some Marines, but they will still live. Now the engagement starts here. This is not the best engagement for me though. Okay, he's gonna charge up here with the Yari keys, and I get a very nice point-blank shot into his Yari keys. Not gonna charge there because I'd be charging into my own units. I'm not sure what this Azure is doing. It should be turned around to fire at these units, but that's a huge blunder by me actually. But you can see why it's like it is, because I'm just trying to hang on over here as much as I can. I'm gonna pull out this Yari key here, trying to stop his zone Yari key here from getting into my Marines. This is a huge blunder that I didn't send it earlier. Now this is gonna cost me a lot of men. But I've got my Revolver Cav here shooting into the blob here of this Yarikachi and Shogitai. I have killed off his cab there, and this Yarikachi is taking significant damage. But yeah, I should have sent in my Saber Cav instead of my Yariki in this engagement. It would have done much better. But yeah, the Revolver Cav is doing quite well here. And yeah, my Marines are killing off that Yariki, and I've got more Yariki coming in again. Oh, Revolver Cav is out of ammo though, which is huge. I've got my Azure Dragon Force here trying to shoot out as many of these guys as possible. My Black Tortoise Force is still alive. It's turning around. I'm trying to shoot out the rest of his units. Again, my Revolver Cap is still alive, but it's not like it can do much because it just doesn't have any ammo left. So now I'm going to charge into this blob, but I still can't pull out my Black Tortoise out of there, so I guess I'm sacrificing it. Now I'm going to do a good maneuver here, which is I'm sending in a Saber Cav with a Yariki rear charging into the Shogitai. This is very, very good for me, because that's going to eliminate that unit. I still have the Revolver Cap, but it doesn't have any ammo left, which is huge. I do have the Royal Marines, though, and with the Royal Marines, that could be big. I have the Azure still, and I've got my General. And yeah, this Shogitai should be going down. I don't know what I'm doing, because I should be keeping this General here. Like, it's fine if I keep it there. Now my Saber Cav here, that was a nice route, and I am targeting down his General there. I'm trying to go for his General. Oh, I didn't get a charge here, which is huge that I didn't. I don't know what I'm doing with this Revolver Cavalry. Oh, I'm trying to make sure his Yarikachis don't make it into my units. And now here, this is me trying to engage into his Cav, and I'm going to go in again with the Saber Cav. The Saber Cav charge is going to be fairly important here. And my Royal Marines were actually caught by Yarikachis because, I mean, that happens. I got my General in here. And I'm actually not going to be able to beat this General, but I am trying to target down his Yarikachis and stuff. So basically, at this point, Oleg does have more units than me. And his General is even winning this blob fight, but I've got my Azures here. If I only had like another line unit, this would be much better. And now actually his General is defeating both my Revolver Cap and my Saber Cap, so his General is being the real MVP right now. And I decide, okay, I cannot actually kill him, and I lose some guys here. This is a huge blunder by me. But I really, really need to kill his General. My Saber Cav is still alive, just enough. He actually pulls his Yarikachi away because he wants to deal with my Azure Dragon Force. I make a blunder here. What am I doing? Pull back. But here, this is the important moment. I target down his General's Hatamoto, and this is what's going to be able to grant me a really good situation, because basically, with his General off the field, and I do lose a couple guys here again, they got stuck. But that's fine, I still have plenty of them left. Looks like they're actually disengaging there quite nicely. I still have all of them left. Wow, none of them died there. That was nice. But now, at this point, it's basically kind of over, because I got his General. If I didn't get his General, he could use his these guys to chase me off and use them as meat shields, and then charge with his General's Hatamoto into my General. But because I knew that if I sniped his General at that point, I would win, because I'm going to be able to infinitely kite him, because I have plenty of ammo. 40 ammo is going to be enough to deal with those guys. And yeah, especially with that reload and accuracy, it's going to be easy pickings. It's not like he has many units left. So now here I'm trying to pull away my Azure Dragon Force, because he's getting really close. So I might actually route off this Yarikachi, but I do fire into it and I cannot route it. But yeah, I'm sitting around my general. This is getting really down to the wire. But yeah, I need to kill off this Yarikachi. However, a big thing for him, however, is that he has the farmhouse. But again, I have the shrine. I don't have the sword dojo, even though it says it's mine. It's a glitch. Graphical glitch. But yeah, this Yarikachi here, there's no way it can survive. Yeah, I'm just making sure that he cannot actually engage my general. So there we go. I'm just trying to disengage him, and he's actually gonna get into some of my guys here. But there he goes. His Yarikachi is routed, and there goes his hope. I should actually charge into melee here just to make sure it doesn't actually come back. But I guess I decide to play it safe. Because if it comes back in melee, and then it might route my stuff. But there he goes! All of his units route. So I'm left with an Azure Dragon Force and a General at the end of the game. Now, that's what I call really, really close, guys. And I don't know why it's like... I guess it's a bugged replay because it's not really giving me the results screen. So, I mean, that's pretty sad, but anyway. Yeah. I don't like it that, like, the replay is somehow bugged. I really wanted to see the battle statistics. But oh well, you can see that this game was, indeed, really, really close. And my general did carry it out for me. And the revolver cap did plenty of work as well. I didn't see the amount of kills they got, but they definitely did a lot of work. But anyway, that's the game. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on social media. I'll see you all next time.